I really felt like it was a divine calling when he said that. Something happened, something shifted
Right.
in the car when he said that. So for me, the move to Houston really was and is a God move.
Okay.
2021, I was working in Boston, Massachusetts. I was working at a hotel during the pandemic, and I remember vividly having a dream of being in my apartment in Florida, very empty, standing around, and that was all I got. But when I went home in 2022, this is when everything started to go the opposite way, sideways. When I walked through those doors for the very first time in that entire time living there, which was 8 years, that place didn't feel like home.
Oh, wow.
Everything in the space was it just felt annoying. I didn't feel comfortable there anymore. And so I recall that dream that I had with God showing me standing in the apartment. And then for me, the realization came in that God wanted me to move. And so I took a little bit of time to get there because I did not move. I moved really pretty quickly. And so my question was where to move to. I'm like, God, you want me to move? I went to Georgia, spent some time with my aunt thinking that Georgia was the place because I love Georgia.
Right.
And that didn't feel like home either. And so I was like, God, what's going on? You want me to move, but I don't know where.
Right.
I don't know where. And so I was getting real frustrated being in Florida. Everything was just changing. It wasn't the scene for me anymore.
Yeah.
And so I got a call one day from a friend who I knew of living in New Jersey.
Okay.
And that conversation led to him telling me, why don't you come to Texas? I really felt like it was a divine calling when he said that. Something happened, something shifted
Right.
in the car when he said that. And so I landed on that. And every day I would drive on the road, there was something, Texas, 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 license plates, ads, commercials, whatever I was watching or seeing visually, it was just Texas. And I said, okay, God, I heard you, Texas. And so I moved here in May 2023. I made the move here. Well, prior to that, I had gotten a prophetic word in January of that same year that this was my reset season. And he called me out and he said, I got a word for you. And it's a word that this is your reset. He's seen every single thing that you've been praying for, but he's bringing you in a season of reset. And in the next couple of days or so, you'll know what you need to do. And that was a phone call which segued into Houston, and here I am.